Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am doing well. My name is Panzer, and today we're going to be talking about whether or not you are prepared for Demon Hunters on August 9th. I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, remember to rate it thumbs up. So as you've likely heard by now, Demon Hunters are hitting Azeroth on August 9th of 2016. This is about 3 weeks before the expansion comes out, so everybody is very hyped and very excited. But are they prepared? So just to give you a little bit of information about Demon Hunters, they can only be Night Elves or Blood Elves, hence the ears. I'm getting into character. They also have a lot of additional character customization options that are not available on other classes. This includes new skin tones, spikes, scales, hair colors, horns, tattoos, and blindfolds. Demon Hunters only have 2 specs. Havoc is the DPS spec and Vengeance is the tank spec. They use Warglaives as their weapons and they wear leather armor. What's extra cool is that most Legion leather gear appears differently on Demon Hunters than it does on other classes to show off their tattoos and cover their eyes. Demon Hunters are a hero class like Death Knights, so they start at a higher level so that you can get right into the new expansion's content. In this case, that level is 98. There is a requirement that you have a level 70 character on the specific server that you are creating your Demon Hunter. Demon Hunters will go through a unique starting zone experience in Martyrdom, the Shattered Abyss, and the Vault of the Wardens. When the starting zone is complete, which takes about an hour, they will acquire the Fellsaber class mount, 2 unique transmog appearances, a full set of 680 to 690 gear, and hit level 100. During the starting experience, they will progressively unlock more abilities and their first 2 talents. Demon Hunters will unlock the rest of their talents at levels 100 to 110. Demon Hunters will not be able to participate in the Broken Shore experience scenario thing that leads up to Legion. This is because at one point during their unique starting zone area thing, they're actually going to experience that exact moment in time just from a different perspective in a different place. So it doesn't really make sense that they would be in 2 places at once because they're not Gul'dan, am I right? Anyways, if there is any confusion whatsoever, the Legion timeline is the current timeline, not the wibbly wobbly Warlords of Draenor timeline. It's the regular timeline, like after Mists of Pandaria. Demon Hunter starting area is actually going to take place 10 years ago in the past, and at the very end of their starting experience, they'll be time warped to finish up their starting zone and hit level 100 and join us in the current timeline. I hope that makes sense because I tried. So aside from the Broken Shore scenario, once Demon Hunters are done with their starting zone, they can participate in all of the pre-Legion content, like the demon invasions and stuff like that. Demon Hunters will also be able to create a garrison, although it's not like a boosted character or anything like that. They'll actually have to go manually do the quests and start from scratch, but if you really want a garrison, you can do it. Demon Hunters have a lot of very distinct abilities that help to strengthen their class fantasy. Known for their mobility, Demon Hunters have access to both double jump and glide. This lets them reach places that other classes can't. Demon Hunters can literally chuck their Warglaive at enemies. Throw Glaive is a ranged ability which can be used to pull or damage mobs that are at a distance. Demon Hunters are like blinded in the process of becoming Demon Hunters, but of course they have magical vision abilities because of reasons. Spectral Sight not only allows you to see regular units through objects like walls, but you can also see stealth and invisible units anywhere and see treasure in the world. It currently lasts 10 seconds and has a 30-second cooldown. And because of the blind thing, they also have an ability called Darkness. Darkness gives everyone in its radius a % chance to avoid damage. So when Demon Hunters are becoming Demon Hunters, aside from becoming blind, they have to eat a demon's heart and drink their blood. It's very barbaric, but then they have demon blood pulsing through their veins and they can do demony things, like metamorphosize into a freaking demon. Metamorphosis allows Demon Hunters to turn into a demon and make the warlocks in their raid cry. For Havoc, this is a very strong DPS cooldown. For Vengeance, it's an oh crap button. So in the process of becoming a Demon Hunter, you're blinded, and you have to eat a demon's heart and drink its blood so that its blood becomes your blood and you have demon blood pulsing through your veins. But you also have to have your soul quite literally shattered, so they're soulless. Their soul is bound to the nether. It's not good stuff, but this gives them a very cool ability called Shattered Souls. Killing a target will sometimes leave behind a soul fragment which heals you, with the amount varying by your spec. So for Havoc, it's a flat percentage, and for Vengeance, it's based on your attack power. Additionally, it will increase your damage by 20% if the soul belonged to a demon. Soul fragments are super important for Vengeance Demon Hunters, which we're going to talk about in a minute, but first let's talk a little bit about the DPS spec. Havoc Demon Hunters are agile, melee damage dealers that use a mixture of physical and magical damage to defeat their enemies. The coolest thing about them is that they tout the highest mobility in the game. On top of double jump and glide, Havoc Demon Hunters also have access to Fell Rush, which is a short cooldown charge which allows you to easily move between targets. You also have Vengeful Retreat, which deals damage to targets near you before vaulting you backwards, similar to a hunter's disengage. Another nod to their mobility is called Blur. It's a defensive cooldown which increases dodge and reduces damage taken. Havoc Demon Hunters use a resource called Fury, which is generated with an ability called Demon's Bite. Demon's Bite quickly attacks your target for physical damage and generates between 20 and 30 Fury. Your main Fury spenders include Chaos Strike, which deals big damage to a single target, has a chance to refund Fury, and has no cooldown. Blade Dance, which deals AoE damage, grants 100% dodge for 1 second and has a short cooldown, and I-Beam, which is a big AoE damage dealer with a longer cooldown. Chaos Strike and I-Beam, along with some of your other abilities, deal chaos damage. Your Mastery, Demonic Presence, increases your chaos damage as well as your movement speed. For Havoc Demon Hunters, Metamorphosis transforms them into a demon and empowers their attacks for a short period of time. You'll want to use this when you are full Fury and during big DPS phases. Now, as far as Vengeance Demon Hunters go, they are the tank spec, obviously, with a very aggressive and fast-paced game style. They also have very high mobility, even if it's not quite as high as their Havoc brethren. In addition to double jump and glide, Vengeance Demon Hunters will also have access to Infernal Strike, which is a ground-targeted leap that's on a short cooldown. Vengeance Demon Hunters use a resource called Pain, which is generated by taking attacks as well as using certain abilities. Sheer and Immolation Aura are your two primary pain generation abilities. Sheer deals physical damage and has a chance to heal you, as well as generates 10 pain. Immolation Aura is an AoE ability with a 15-second cooldown. The Demon Hunter engulfs himself in flames, instantly dealing fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards, and radiating fire damage every second for 6 seconds. During this time, you also generate 20 pain. You can spend pain on Soul Cleave, which heals you and deals damage to enemies in front of you based on how much pain was spent. It also draws in all of the soul fragments within 20 yards. Timing Soul Cleave properly as to not waste self-healing when you're full health is like key to being a Vengeance Demon Hunter. Demon Spikes are an important part of your kit. They reduce physical damage and increase your chance to avoid attacks. Your Mastery increases the effectiveness of Demon Spikes as well as increases your attack power, which, reminder, increases the amount of healing you receive from soul fragments. Sigils are placed on the ground where they expand for 2 seconds and then explode to cause a unique effect. The sigil you'll be using most often is Sigil of Flame, which increases AoE damage. There are also sigils for mob positioning, CC, and silence. This is pretty random, but very cool. If you were wondering why, like, a small little elf guy who's scantily clad in light leather is even capable of being a tank, it's because of his magical tattoos. Vengeance Demon Hunters have a passive called Demonic Wards, which boosts their stamina, armor, and magic resistance. So now that you know a little bit about Demon Hunters, you're probably going to make one, and then you're going to level to 100, and you're going to be like, whoa, what do I do now? How do I gear up for Legion? Well, in the short period of time that you have before Legion, you have a lot of options of how to get better gear. Of course, when you're done with your starting area, you're going to be between 680 and 690, but you probably want to be a little better than that if you're planning on going to do Legion things. And there are lots of ways you can do that. If you do decide to go the Garrison route, you can go to Tanan, you can get gear that way. You can also get gear from Supreme Lord Kazik, who is in Tanan, but even if you don't do like Tanan in the garrison, you can get some in there. He drops 720 loot. You can also do Mythic Dungeons, which have a chance to drop Warforged and Titanforged gear, which is very good, along with those really cool heirloom trinkets that will level up with you to level 110. There's like an agility one for Havoc Demon Hunters, and there is a versatility one for Vengeance Demon Hunters. There is obviously the route of raiding via Hellfire Citadel if you can find a group that'll let you in, or you can do the pre-launch Demon Invasion events, which offer 700 weapons that can be upgraded to 725. But in my opinion, the best way to gear up your Demon Hunter for Legion is by collecting the bind on account Marks of Honor and then purchasing a full set of Demon Hunter gear with them that is 710. And it's kind of cool because you can start doing that now because bind on account. So if you are serious about playing a Demon Hunter and you want to be prepared for Legion, there are a couple things that I would recommend to you. I know we just talked about those Marks of Honor, but I would definitely start doing some PvP on your other characters, stockpile some Marks of Honor so that when you're done with your starting zone experience on your Demon Hunter, you can get right up to 710 off the bat. Other things that you can do on your current characters is run Mythic Dungeons for a chance at those Agility and Vengeance heirloom trinkets, and who knows, maybe you'll get something else useful out of there, like stuff. I don't know. I would also suggest getting prepared with enchants and gems in your bag, as well as consumables for when you do group content. So you're going to want flasks, food, potions, runes, all that kind of stuff. You're also, if you have a bank character or if you have a character that's been stockpiling reagents, try to figure out what professions that you're going to want to have on your Demon Hunter and get a bunch of profession mats and reagents ready for him. And last but not least, and I think this is sort of a universal thing in any expansion, save up some gold because you're going to need to level professions, you are going to need to buy stuff. Just the beginning of expansions are expensive in general, but if you're changing mains and if you're starting on a brand new character, it's going to be even more expensive. So get a nice little gold stash ready, get some stuff from your other characters, get prepared. So that's it for my guide to all things Demon Hunter. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're curious about any of the other classes in Legion, I have like a link right here that'll bring you to all of the videos that I've done on all of the classes and all of the general changes in 7.0 and in Legion. I'm gonna go. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I love you all. You're in my hearts. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. So to reward you for making it to the end of the video, I'm totally giving away one of these sick Illidan Demon Hunter tattoo hoodies. It's amazing. It's one of the new Jinx hoodies. I'm not even sure if it's out yet. If it is out, it just came out. But it's got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got like warglaves embroidered on it. There's a lot of cat hair on this because I have like 100 cats. But I have a code for one of these for you guys that will be a free hoodie with free international shipping. So if you would like to enter to win, make sure that you are following me on Twitter and tweet me what you are most looking forward to about Demon Hunters with the hashtag Panzer is the Dreadlord. I hope that you guys are having a good time and that you maybe win a hoodie. Good luck. I'm gonna go. Again, I love you all. Again, you're in my hearts. Again, I'll see you soon. Again, bye. 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 Again, bye.